Presenting On One TV. Starring Vistro, Kilua, and Nate.
What's up, everybody?
What's up,
Hey,
peeps?
What's
How you
up?
guys
What's up?
doing?
How is everybody? Hope everybody's doing good.
Everything's great, except for the heat.
Oh no, the heat's been bad. Like,
But everything else is great.
Yes.
I don't know about you guys. It feels like your ACs are not working. Like, no matter how
No.
I haven't put mine on.
how much
yet.
blast did you put that shit on? Like, I'd be waking up drenched in like a puddle of myself.
I haven't put mine
Of
on yet, but the
yourselves.
one in the room is on, and it sucks, and it's new.
Now my seat's actually been pretty
It's
good.
new.
I can't complain.
It's like freaking not even a whole year old, and it's still like I'd be sweating.
No, really. It's like I got like one of these big ass LG ones in the wall, and I put that shit up on the highest you can go.
It's
the
like not
coldest-
that good, I guess.
Nah,
Mine's
for real.
mine's is like 12,000 BTUs. It should be good for the little ass room.
Yeah, for sure.
Let me-
Should freeze up the house.
Shit, I'll be like, yo,
Yeah, put Junior
I'm
back in the corner.
yeah,
He's back over there.
I know
now.
nothing.
He's back over there now.
But
He's
yeah,
been shunned.
yeah, I've been shunned. I mean, granted, he knows what he's talking about right now.
Not really.
Not really. So get your ass back over
I'm
here
going
with
back
me.
to the couch.
No,
Hilarious.
Well, no, that's his corner. That's Kilo's corner.
This
right
is
there.
my
It's Kilo's
corner.
quarter.
This is Is it okay to say my tutti spot?
I just wrapped my arms around Manny like I was about to grab him.
You know what I'm
Hey,
saying? You know
hey.
what I'm saying? Hey,
Don't be
hey.
jealous. Don't be jealous.
I'm jealous as all hell right now.
Don't be
But anyways, but yeah,
But yeah, what's up,
How you guys
everybody? Happy
doing?
Tuesday? Question
Happy
mark.
Tuesday.
happy
Yeah,
terrible
Tuesday.
Tuesday because it be feeling like another Monday.
It actually wasn't that bad.
No,
Oh,
but-
well, no, it was pretty bad for me actually.
It is bad because it's a full week again.
Not for real though. It'd be feeling like a low key Monday, but
Yeah, it's like an extended Monday.
Yeah, freaking.
today
I
is
had
technically
some-
my Mondays
I
because I,
had
don't
some-
work
Yeah,
on actual Mondays.
Sheldon, that's my spot. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of that lately.
Howdy,
Definitely.
hip hop anonymous, hip hop anonymous,
Hip-
Hip-
Hip Hop
Hip-hop.
Anonymous.
hip hop.
How you guys-
Hip Hop
Hip-hop.
Anonymous.
I had a shitty day today only because of one reason. They hit my fucking car.
Vent
Fucking
as you please, bro,
Look.
because that's bullshit.
the dude that hit my car. You're never gonna watch this because you're old as fuck. But fuck you, you bitch ass motherfucker. Fuck you. How he hit my car while I'm parked. We were parked. Him getting off the parking, he smacked the fuck out of my rear bumper. Destroyed it. And then, right? He just fucking leaves. He doesn't stay. He doesn't say, oh, I hit your bumper. Mind you, this is a customer that comes to our job not that often, but enough that like we know who the hell it is. So hopefully he comes in tomorrow, right? Because then I'm gonna catch his ass.
He's not gonna.
I'm gonna catch his ass
honestly feel
real
like
like-
he's not coming in.
He's probably not gonna come in tomorrow.
Yeah, he's gonna avoid
You
it probably
not.
as
guys
long
know
as
where he?
possible.
You guys know where he does the drop, like his drops off
No.
for him? And
I don't. I was asking Tony because he's an Italian, so I figured an Italian would know where another Italian.
All the
is.
connects, right?
like, put it into perspective though. It's not like a little scratch, or
Yeah.
it's not like a little dent. My man put a hole, like a dent, like that.
Yeah, it's a
big
fat ass fucking
in the
hole.
in the
Yeah.
bumper, and he was just like,
I'm probably
and-
not gonna see him for a while, but guess what? I'm gonna see him,
You're gonna see him eventually.
and when I see his ass,
You-
whatever fucking I put out of pocket to get that shit fixed, I'm getting that.
You're gonna catch him.
I'm
sleeping.
getting that for sure.
So,
he'll be
yeah.
like, surprise, motherfucker.
Surprise, motherfucker, for real. I'm gonna take a bat right to his fucking Jeep. That's all I'm saying. Fuck that motherfucker. That's how I'm feeling.
No, for real.
That's how I'm feeling. Fuck Tuesday.
Hey man, I feel you on that. Like,
It was going good.
The
Besides that, it was literally at the fucking end of the day too. It was like 3 pics. I do have a picture. It's really fucked up. I'll put it up because it was fucking horrible. Let's see.
And it's just like, and that car was already really nice too.
yeah, I know.
And it's just like
Just,
people just don't want to see you win.
Nah, fucking.
no, for sure.
Just the car was supposed to get wrapped. I mean, it's all gonna happen. I don't give a fuck, but it's really fucking annoying though. It's like really, really annoying.
Well, when did you see this shit? That's what I'm saying. It's not like it was like
Guys,
my man didn't even notice.
No, it's definitely noticeable. He definitely felt that he hit it. He just didn't give a damn.
yeah, he did. Hold on. Do 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 do. Let's see. Don't look at my license plate, guys. For real. Don't track me down on some fucking Sam Dean Winchester shit, alright?
Well, it comes back to that, huh?
Alright, so let's see. Go right over here. Go right over here. Look at that. Son of a gun.
Well, at least he didn't break the headlight.
Yeah, at least he
break the
didn't
light.
at least he didn't break my tail light, because then that would have been really bad. So sad though.
It is sad.
So sad.
When
It
I
kind
saw
of looked like he punched that shit like something.
I'll show you. Show you
Jesus.
guys real quick.
We got footage.
Yeah, hold on.
footage.
We caught in the act.
I'm gonna show you guys real quick the not footage. It's just a picture of who did it. If you guys ever see this car around, you guys fuck him up. Psych, not. That's
Damn,
inciting
you
violence.
imagine?
I'm not inciting violence, guys. It was a joke. It was a joke. Please don't ban me.
Yeah.
Go
Okay.
You need to watch it, boy.
right here. This was the car right here. Look at this.
The little Mater
Look
mobile.
at this. The Jeep Renegade did this to me. I was parked in the corner. I was chilling,
Minding your own business.
minding my own business, working hard, hardly working, and then
Mhm.
boom, the dude apparently, because it was a lady that was outside that lives upstairs from like where we work, because you know it's a whole entire like business and apartments upstairs. So apparently she comes to me and she's like, "That's your car, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's my car. Why?" And then she's like, "Oh, the guy that I asked if he could move, he hit your car." And I go out there, and I didn't think it was gonna be that bad, but then it was pretty bad. And here's the fucked up part about it, right? She was like, "Oh, he also hit my car backing up." And I was like, "Okay." So like, first thought is like, "Okay, good." So she has like a phone number or she has a plate number or something. And
Hold on. So she knows she got hit and she did nothing.
yeah. So you see the car back here, the car right here,
Yeah.
in the back, right? This one right here, also got hit. That's her car or her daughter's car.
Jesus.
So he backs up, hits her car, okay, and then goes to pull out, hits my fucking car. Actually, I didn't even check the side. I don't know if there's damage when he was going in either, because like if he's that much of an idiot, like when he parked in, it could be that the doors or my side. I didn't even check that, so I was too worried about the. I have to go check that,
Yeah,
but
you might have to check that. Yeah.
but yeah, so she apparently didn't take any of his information. She didn't take his plate number. She didn't take his phone number.
Yeah, what?
She just let her car get hit, and that was pretty much the end of that for her. And then she comes in and tells me that my car got hit. Like, lady,
Yeah.
are you not worried about your own car? Like, I mean, thank you for worrying about my car. I appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure.
But like, bruh,
it would have helped.
it would have helped if you were out there, you saw it happen, that you would have got some type of information from the dude. But absolutely not.
Yeah, you would have been straight right now.
Absolutely no information. So yeah, so now I gotta see if this fucking asshole comes in. He comes in very rarely. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. The crazy part is that I wasn't a fan of him in the beginning anyways. Like I really didn't. Somebody got a phone on that I could hear. I wasn't a fan of the dude anyways, because he's like a fucking annoying ass customer. Remember the rant that Mountie was having with the annoying customers? He's one of those fucking people. He's annoying. He's an annoying fuck. So I didn't like him from the get, right? But now he hit my car. Now I really don't like him. Fuck that dude. He ruined my fucking Tuesday. But anyways, that's my little rant. Fuck that guy.
And that was light compared to what it could really happen.
What
But
could, how he probably really felt in the
yeah,
moment.
yeah.
Oh,
That's
and by
light.
the way, I was like looking for cameras and like that picture of the camera and shit. Like I try to see if I can get his plate number, but it's too blurry. And then I have fucking Tony that thinks he's a fucking detective, and like I can't see the plate number, mind you, any which way, right? Because it's like blurred the fuck out.
So he
'cause that
thinks he
camera-
can see something.
Yeah, because that camera's like
That's fucking awesome.
480p, right? So he actually, you know, my boss is Italian, so he has fucking connections everywhere, right? So he literally has an ex fucking detective,
Really?
an ex detective that he sent a picture to see if he could do anything. And I was like, Tony,
So how
was
do you
like-
think he said it? Like, you think you can decipher?
nah.
It's not like this.
He's probably just like, Tommy, you think you could do anything for me?
Oh,
You
okay,
think
yeah,
you
yeah.
could do anything for me, Tommy?
I got this white
Yeah,
guy. Tommy.
it's
white
my,
guy.
it's my guy over here. They hit his car. It's a hit and run. But
Awesome.
you know, I appreciate him. Obviously,
No,
like
no,
that's just
Tony-
dope that he did it. But
Tony's
I'm
awesome.
just like, Tony, there ain't no damn way you are getting anybody to get that plate number. And he's like, yeah, there's a way. And I was like, listen, Tone, I bet you money that there's not. I mean, I was like, I hope that they do get to find it, because I won't be mad at it, but
Not
like,
at all.
but I'm just like, there ain't no way, bro.
It-
But either way,
But what if he surprises you?
I'm telling you, he's like, he told me at the end, he's like, so how much you want to bet that I'm gonna get it? And I'm just like, I was like, Tone, you're not gonna get it. And he's like, how much you want? I was like, Tone, honestly, like, I want you to get it. That'd be awesome if you get it for me.
It would be.
But whatever. We'll see what happens. Shitty situation though, but nothing. At least I wasn't in the car. At least everybody's good. You know,
For sure.
At least you weren't in, if you weren't there, because you would have probably.
that guy's really good, because now he don't gotta pay shit until I fucking catch him. Then he's gonna pay. So he's gonna pay, alright.
He gonna pay today. He gonna Liam Neeson his ass.
Not for real. But again, fuck that guy. Anyways, today we're going into 3 topics for you guys. The first one we're gonna start off with. Who's starting off today? You starting off?
I guess I'll start
We'll
off.
start off.
We're starting off.
We're gonna take a journey down to Kilo's corner.
We're
here.
gonna go to Kilo's corner,
Kilo's
and
corner.
right there he's gonna be.
I know
talking.
nothing, but anyway, how you guys doing? It's my
And
corner
today-
right now. This is my
today-
spot.
The good thing about today
It's warm.
is that he's not gonna have a sheet of paper like an old ass man, a piece of envelope paper.
It
like
was a
last time.
packing list.
It was a packing list.
It was a
Excuse
packing
me.
list. Because I do forget stuff and shit like that. And
Yeah.
so yeah, I have to remember.
Because I was watching the video when I was editing it, and I was like, "This man, this man right now does not have
I
a
did.
piece of little paper. He's reading off a piece of paper."
I should have.
was
What would have been better? Like cue cards or something.
Yeah, something like the little piece of paper
It's
is
like-
like something that Manny made you read with his gun, his AK right next to you,
He
saying,
pulled
"Read
out a
this
little.
right now."
He pulled out a little napkin.
Nah,
Just-
for real. But yeah,
But yeah, that's funny thing. You edit it, so yeah, you do see it.
I did peep it, and I was telling Manny about it. I was like, he really had a piece of paper.
I was like,
And then Manny was like,
dude, it's a lot to remember. I mean, granted, there wasn't a lot on GTA as it is, but like,
"But we're gonna really sit here and act like we can't use our phones, like we don't have notes in our
yeah,
phones."
yeah. I forget.
But it's alright. He's old.
Yeah.
He's excused. He's excused.
I would just prefer you to pull out the legal pad with the glasses. You know what I'm saying?
I could do that
Then
one
just-
day.
Then just. just
He puts his leg up. He hits one. All
I could do that.
right, but we're gonna get into it.
But anyway, yeah, we're gonna get into it. Is anybody in the chat like a fan of Supernatural at all? I know this guy over here is a fan, and Nades, you touched upon it here and there. Like,
I watched a little bit.
Little bit.
Nothing crazy.
like you really should watch it through. It's an amazing show, and it's been going. Well, it already finished, but it was going on for 15 years. Was it? Didn't it start like 2005? Right? I can remember if I remember right.
Is that what it started? I'm not
Yeah, I
so
think
sure.
that's when it started. But it's a really good show. But out of all that, mine is basically like one of the worst episodes that was ever made out of the 15 years out of 15 seasons. And people think is the Leviathan season, which is season 7.
Uh-huh.
And I still don't think it was that bad. I actually enjoyed the difference of whatchamacallit, the season 7, the Leviathan. I enjoyed it, but it's still not my favorite. But if anything, the worst season for me would be the 15th.
We have someone in the comments saying Supernatural is not good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's on one TV.
Oh.
Like, not just like that. I am putting it, but for some reason it's not popping up. I don't know why. There we go. Mad late.
Wow,
Mad late.
super late. And you would be wrong, Mr. Ghost Guy.
Yeah, I've literally been watching that every day.
No, it's really good. I like, and people probably like shit on the beginning, like the first season, because it's like Monster of the Week.
Why? It's good.
It's good. Some
I
people
liked
just
it.
I like the Monster of the Week because it felt like, you know, they were trying to do like that, like, you know, freaking literally just taking out like monsters and like, you know, all these the shit you would hear, like the Jersey Devils and all that shit. That shit was dope.
It was like the lore,
The lore
cryptids,
stuff. It was really
all that shit.
It was all cool, and
It
like,
became demons very quickly though.
it had to, because like after the feast, like they only had like the 5th season like completely set. After that, it just skyrocketed and it just got really popular, and from there,
But it was
You
like
could-
second season. I was already demons.
Well, yeah. No, you had a lot of it
Yeah.
there, but it was still like literally it was intended for 5 seasons. Like you could tell, and you could tell that Lucifer was literally gonna be the end game guy.
Yeah.
But then from there, it just skyrocketed, and it's just like it got popular. Like the characters are too good, like, and that's why it kills me when after the 5th season, going on to the 15 and the last. There's a lot of reasons why it sucks, but as a whole, it's still really enjoyable.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So basically, whatchamacallit, the 15th season, which is the last, had a lot of problems because it was all COVID. And I don't know if you could talk about that here, but like within that time period, they had a lot of people not wanting to work unless they had certain rules, and literally people just not show up or couldn't get people signed, or they were stuck in their homes or didn't just want to leave. But you could tell that was one of the main reasons. But they created storylines, I guess, to combat those issues. And so what they did is,
storylines?
like, like literally it was more self-contained, and there was like less people. You could tell there was like less crowds, less less celebrity appearances. People, they had plans to bring back people from the dead so they could kill them off again, like they usually always do.
Yeah.
That didn't happen. So basically, in this storyline, it's called
This is the episode?
This is the episode.
So right now, what we're talking about is the worst episode.
The worst
that they have,
episode, at least to me,
Okay.
besides season 7, which people really hate season 7.
Which left season 7 was Leviathan.
Leviathan.
Yeah, people are pretty stupid because that's such a good season.
Like, I liked it. I didn't hate it at all.
I like the Leviathan season. It was cool.
What the hell? And whatchamacallit? Yeah, people really hated that. But it's season 15, episode 10, and I think it's called fuck, I'm blanking on the name, and I wrote this shit here.
Get the paper out.
I lost it. I don't have the paper out, but I wrote a lot of crap.
I didn't make it past Angels and Demons, so that's probably like
Angels and Demons is probably like what?
That was like
season
probably
2, 3?
no, probably like 6,
like
7.
past 6, like 6.
Yeah,
Like
or
6. That's when, I mean, it's still really good. I still recommend you should watch it because there's a lot of like those side stories that they would do were pretty amazing, and a lot of character development for sure. But yeah, I mean, it's like any show that like literally goes past 5 seasons. Like honestly, no show should go past 5 seasons because it runs out of gas. You know what I mean? But that's what happened basically. Literally, if it runs past 5 seasons, like you're gonna get retells and you kill off people and they come back. But what the fuck?
Yeah, those comments are not updating, by the way.
Oh really?
Yeah. Hip Hop Anonymous said he never finished the last 2 seasons.
So
Super.
14 and
Those are
15, I still think you should, because at the end of the day, they're really fun to watch.
Yeah,
They're really fun to watch.
It's not for everybody,
Even no, like I said, it's all up to you. But 100%, like you're still gonna get something out of it. Like there is a lot of humor after the 5th season.
Yeah.
After the 1st season, actually, just like there's a lot of humor, and I feel like that's how they combat like a lot of the with the COVID stuff and whatever. Is because they had to literally come up with a lot of humorous ways to just get around that. But the reason why it's a bad episode is because whatchamacallit, like
What's the name of the episode?
I couldn't find it, like, and I'm blanking so hard, but it's episode, I mean, season 15, episode 10.
Let me pull up.
Can you pull it up for me, please?
Yes.
Because I'm lost in these fucking notes.
Give me 1 second.
But
Guys.
that seems like it's a lot of big things about like the endings of shows usually aren't that great.
I mean,
Like
that
the last
always
season,
that
like
always
Dexter
happens.
And Game of Thrones.
I
Those
mean,
were before COVID.
But
too.
the thing is too, like, what else were they going to do?
Episode 10.
Episode 10, yeah, season 15.
Ming says she'll finish Supernatural if you watch Grimm.
I'll watch Grimm. I have no problem with
it was
that.
called The Hero's Journey. Sam and Dean hit the road to help an old friend, but it appears that their luck may have finally run out. and they are the ones who may be in need of rescue.
Okay, so yeah, thank you very much. Save my ass there. But yeah, so basically, as the title suggests, they do run out of luck, right?
They always run out of luck, by the way.
I mean,
The whole show.
supposedly, but look, this is the problem with that episode. The biggest problem with that episode is, remind me to watch Grimm, by the way,
Yeah.
because it's only fair. Finish it. It's still fun. But the problem with that episode is that, yeah, they do run out of luck. Dean is not his cool, normal selves. He's not like rubbing on like all this food, not getting fat, and not feeling pain from his tooth and whatever. He would just eat whatever and never feel anything. So the gist of this whole episode is that they actually go through regular, normal shit, right? They actually feel pain if they have a toothache. They actually have moments when they're clumsy. They actually, whatchamacallit.
I think I remember this episode.
Oh, so you might have just watched it on accident then, because it's like season 15.
Yeah, but I think I was watching season 15 was like,
That's the last season.
I think I don't remember where I was at.
So in that episode, right? Like, they would use their credit cards. You know how they always scheme and shit,
Declined.
and it got declined,
Yeah, I
right?
think I remember this.
And my man had like tons of beer, tons of nudie mags, tons of snacks. You know Dean, right? So it was going his way, and he took a bite of that chocolate bar, and he had toothache, which never happens, which is ridiculous. How they gonna pull that off when Jensen Ackles has perfect teeth, like perfect? So I was like, that kind of bothered me. So that's like a strike.
That bothered him?
Yeah, it bothered me because it was like a strike. I'm like, how? But how you gonna pull that off? They put like little whatever. But all right, so that happened, and for Sam, they couldn't be creative enough in that episode because my man, all he would do is drop shit, not be able to pick up
He's
shit,
butterfingered.
and trip over his own legs because he's a tall ass tree.
Yeah, I really do remember this episode.
Like for real. So you might have watched it.
Yeah, but I think I was like towards episode 15.
Yeah,
Honestly.
yeah, you might have left it on. I can see that. But so he just can't even, like, as a human, just like walk. So that's another thing that bothered me. I'm like, bro, okay, so they're going through that, and whatchamacallit, what else happens is they start having car trouble. And you know that car doesn't have trouble unless the demon's gonna like thrash it or whatever, because Dean's always on top of that shit.
Yeah.
So in that factor, they go to see Garth, right? And the problem with that episode too, that Garth seems to have a lot of those solutions for them. Like it wasn't like, and he had a case.
Yeah.
So basically, in that episode, they go on, they see Garth. He's able to fix my man's tooth, like quickly, and his wife gives him like a complete like he's married, right? Evan.
So sounds whack as fuck.
Yes. Yes, it is. It is whack. It is whack because, like, bro, like, honestly, like, it was solved easily, and then the biggest problem is that, like,
so can we just say this is a filler episode?
yes, is a definitely, you could tell it's like filler, like, fucking, we're going through COVID, we have no real ideas for this, because literally everything that happened is we're doing this just to keep going and to get to like the ending. So it was a little bit of filler.
Yeah.
But it's the worst episode.
They just ran out of material.
Yeah. Yes, within that moment, because clearly everything was bullshit. So people give a lot of hate to season 7, which that one episode is probably the worst, completely. And Garth points out that it's not a curse, it's not a complete downgrade. God just made him normal.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's when God had left them.
Yeah, but that's
so then I did see this.
So you might have watched
because God was always on their side.
Yeah, always
like he technically God was the writer of their book.
Yeah,
of Supernatural and everything. And then when God said, "Fuck you guys,"
but the problem
you guys deal with it yourself. That was that. That was the episode that God stopped backing them up.
Yeah, but the problem is, bro, they couldn't even. So if God made them normal, they had no skills as hunter because they couldn't even function as regular humans, right? Where did their skills go?
Well, I mean, God was there the whole time.
So that's even bullshit. That's what makes this episode even worse, because all the development, all the skills that they had, everything their parents taught them, where was it, right? Where the fuck was it?
Well, God, but the whole entire point of that episode was that God was literally...
Yeah, but do you remember the ending of that episode? Do you remember?
Let's say it. I don't remember.
Okay,
I'm pretty sure you're gonna.
So basically, I mean, it doesn't matter. You're gonna rewatch it anyway.
Yeah,
There's still fun to be had, but they literally go to a bar, right? And they fucking play with pool with lesser gods. And you know how they explain that those lesser gods to still be around? Oh, we have people praising us, so that's why we are considered gods.
Yeah, I
right.
remember that.
And then, so they play a game for this lucky coin that literally supposed to negate most of those downgrades that God gave them, right? But if they're so useless as being 100, how come they're still good at playing pool and betting? So that's another hole in that plot. So honestly, it's the worst episode.
But, we're talking about holes in episode. Like, literally, most of those episodes all have holes.
I mean, they all do.
Most of every show literally
they all
has.
do, but oh my God, it kills me.
Yeah, but most of every, like, there's always fucking plot holes that you need to have in order for an episode to make sense.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of fucking shit that's just like, really?
Yeah, like, you have to have disbelief, but this one's rough for me, at least. And like I said, people shit on the Leviathan crap, and there's like a lot of plots they never even closed.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the worst. And honestly, whoever, like, you should still watch it. The show's still amazing, like 15 years in. And it's crazy enough that I think what they want to do is they want to literally, at least what Jensen Ackles wants to do, because he got done dirty.
Mm-hmm.
But he wants to.
What he get done? And like the end of the thing?
Yeah, got done dirty. You'll see it for yourself. But he actually sounds like he wants to rewrite that whole season.
So he wants to retcon it and start all over?
Yeah, like a retcon, like a complete retcon of that whole season, because you could tell they were working with like nothing.
Yeah. So where would it be? Where do you think they would go? Like what studio's gonna pick them up?
He has his own studio. He literally created his own studio to continue it.
But I'm talking about who's gonna pick them up. HBO, like who's gonna pick them up?
That's well, it'll probably be Max, because it's DC. At this point, Supernatural is DC.
Okay.
No matter how you put it, because they can be in anything DC ever. They could be in Constantine if anything. So they're owned by them. But
point blank, Constantine versus Supernatural, who's winning?
Constantine, clearly.
Constantine.
But I'm just saying, like, they could show up in some kind of form.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, point blank, that's the worst episode of the whole season. It might be the worst in season 7. And oh my God, just if you want, just skip it, because it's just like, but still an amazing show. I still suggest anybody that's into it, just finish it and watch it, and we'll watch Grimm.
So you don't think like that the point of that episode was kind of just like
the whole
God thing, that like without God they were actually nothing, because literally God was writing their whole entire story from the beginning?
Yeah, well, there's
so
that.
Wasn't that like kind of the point of that whole entire thing?
That's the whole point, but the way they fixed it is just like bullshit. You're not gonna find a lucky coin and just negate what God like does. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy too. So that means they should have had some kind of skills on their own.
So when they found that lucky coin, whose coin was it?
It was the lesser gods people that had it. I think a lesser god, which was another bullshit writing that why would they still be around? Like, God couldn't just take them out? No. Charlie, right? Like,
Charlie.
They don't even call him God. They call him Charlie.
Yeah, it was Charlie. Yeah, but
always Constantine. Yeah.
But I mean, what do you mean? Why wouldn't they be around? You don't remember that they said that this is way back when in that series that gods and there's certain spirits that are only made because of the belief on them. So if there's enough belief around that, the lore becomes real. Hence, those gods will be real because people believe in them.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's how they explain that. But still, like I said, I don't know. Why would they have a coin that literally negates that downgrade? Was
it really a downgrade though? It was more like you got left to fend for yourself.
So normalized.
Yeah, you got left to fend for yourself. So it's just like, well, here you go. Now I'm not gonna be backing you. So now you figure it out. So I guess they had to still go through that period of like, oh shit, I don't have someone perfecting my life and getting my back. So they still had to, like, because the skills were there, but I mean they still had God on their side the whole entire time.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like, okay, it's like you have that cushion to fall behind always, so you can eat candy as much as you want. So wasn't it more like a lesson?
I guess. Well, I don't know if it was a complete lesson instead of dicking them around, but yeah. No, I mean, Granted, it's still a bad episode.
I remember that
honestly.
episode though. Are you sure that
I'm surprised that you even know about it. You must have like watched it on by mistake.
I didn't watch it by mistake? I was pretty far in, Junior.
Also, why didn't you even finish it? It's
I
crazy.
like needed like a few. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't finish
So
it.
funny. So
But
funny.
either way, I'm still rewatching it and not from the beginning.
Yeah, anybody should still rewatch it. Still go complete. Like as a whole, it's still a great show. And if they bring it back, I'll still suggest anybody to rewatch it. I mean, to watch it
Hip hop
completely.
said he'll come back as Soldier Boy.
He should come back. He should
Mhm.
always come back as Soldier Boy.
Oh yeah,
He's amazing.
that'd be awesome.
But yeah, and speaking of which, they're gonna put Paralecki in Soldier Boy. I mean,
And Soldier, hey yo, they're gonna put him in.
and
there. That's
I mean, in The Boys, which is pretty interesting with who he'll be.
Oh, you talking about Sam?
Yeah, they're gonna put him in there.
You never finished Supernatural? I mean, yeah, not Supernatural. Stranger Things. Stranger Things is cool. I like Stranger Things.
It's cool.
Gives me big like Ghostbuster. Oh my god, dude! I did not. You know, it's funny.
Uh-huh.
It's so weird because I'm rewatching Supernatural, and it's crazy because I literally did not notice how many Ghostbuster like references they have.
There's a whole lot.
Oh,
There's,
Supernatural?
there's like a million Ghostbuster references. It's
Yes,
so
there
funny.
is.
And they have a lot of references, a lot of horror references,
Mhm.
honestly. Because they had like in one episode, they had the chick from The Exorcist, the actual like girl that needed the I forgot her name. They had her in there. She was like an adult. She was like a cop or whatever. And then like at the end, they're like, oh, she looks really familiar.
Mhm.
And then Dean was like Linda Blair, I believe that's her name, yeah. And then
Oh, nice.
and then they're like Dean was like, I don't know, but for some reason every time I see her I wanted pea soup. You guys remember like the scene where she
Yeah.
just like peas all over and shit
Uh-huh.
like that? But like, pea, like
Yeah,
peas.
no, I
not
get
like
it,
pea,
I
but
get it.
yeah, I was like,
But
I
you
was
get
like,
what
oh.
he was trying to go.
Yeah, I was like,
say,
that's
yeah.
crazy. And now watching it all over and I'm just like, I see. Okay. Hella
No.
references.
Hella references, but 100% like whoever is not a fan, I mean, just give it a shot. It's still a really good watch.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's a really good watch.
Honestly.
Except for that like episode that bugs me, and supposedly season 7. But I mean,
people really hate on season 7. And I like season 7.
people really
honestly.
hate it. Like it's crazy.
I love season 7. I'm not gonna hold you. Shit was awesome.
Manny, you got nothing to say about that?
I haven't watched past the first season. So
Manny's like,
I'm like, okay.
but
It was kind of cool though, like the idea, like how it was flowing, and because it was mostly like, what I remember is they were really doing like the whole dad dynamic.
yeah. I mean,
So it was like, oh, like they needed to find their dad, and then that's how far as I got.
I don't know. Trust me. I mean, when you get the chance, you should watch it. 100%. But-
Yeah, but there was a lot of ass pulls in Supernatural too.
Oh, there's spoons and everything.
That's what I mean. That's like,
But
that's the
yeah,
point. Like,
100%. Like nobody's truly dead in that show. You
That's
know
what I'm
I mean?
saying. Everybody died at least once in that
Yeah,
fucking
nobody's
show.
truly dead.
Everybody,
especially
died at least
Dean.
once. Yeah, Dean always comes back.
A man comes back.
And then even after like the Reaper was like, "This is your fucking last time."
Mhm.
You're
Yeah,
not coming
ain't
back
found a
after
way.
this.
They always freaking revive each other.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, that's the worst episode in my opinion. But other than that, is a good watch, and I think you should watch it. But I guess we'll move on from this.
Manny.
Alrighty, so so we're gonna take it a different route. We're gonna go from TV. We'll go down to the gaming. So has anybody heard about Marvel Rivals? In the chat, anybody heard about Marvel Rivals? It's a newer game it's coming out. It just finished its alpha test right now. The beta test is coming out in July of this year. So Marvel Rivals is basically another similar game to Overwatch. So for Overwatch, for those of you guys who don't really know, was I guess like an elite group of people that was all there was 4 different classes: support, healer, tank, and assault. Each one of them had different supers. They had different styles of gameplay. You could support each other. And it was all objective based. You had to move with the payload or you had to defend the point. This game does a similar kind of thing where it's like each character, each superhero has their own super. And this time around, they can support each other. Like the Hulk, one of his abilities that he could shoot gamma. And like if he shoots gamma at Iron Man can use that on top of his blast. And like, it's kind of cool. They like affect each other.
Okay.
There was only 18 superheroes announced at the time.
Mm-hmm.
2 more just got revealed at the state of play.
Okay.
That was Venom and Adam Warlock.
Okay, that's cool.
Originally, so the original list of them were, I can read it for you guys right now. So the original gameplay characters were Hulk, Storm, Namor, Loki, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, Black Panther, Magic, Groot, Rocket, Rocket Raccoon, Star-Lord, Mantis, Penny Parker, Luna Snow, Iron Man, Scarlet Witch, Punisher, and Magneto.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys know who is
I don't know, Luna.
Luna Snow or
who's Magic?
Yeah, I
or
don't know
Magic. Yeah, I
either.
have no idea who those are.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming Penny Parker is
The
one with the robot.
the robot
from,
Spider-Man.
it's
Yeah.
from the Spider-Verse.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Originally this game was only announced on PC.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was originally only made for PC, but now it just got announced to release on PS5 and Xbox, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a 6v6 gameplay shooter. I have a trailer that we can put up for you guys,
Okay.
so you guys can get an idea of what the game looks like.
It's right here.
The game is also very comic book influenced in the art style, so it's kind of similar to a little bit, I would say, like the Spider-Man movies, like the colors, but not too much like it. It's comic book influenced, so it has vibrant colors, deep blacks. It's very since it's influenced on the comics, the skins are going to be straight out of the comics, different versions, different colors.
Okay.
I believe they talk too while you play.
They banter.
Yeah, I think they banter as well.
I like when they banter. It kind of helps with the flow of the story.
Yeah, so he's gonna bring up the trailer for you right now. A second. No, but it looks pretty fun. Like Overwatch didn't really last that long.
It did last
No,
long.
the second one, at least the hype for the second one was
Because they lied.
like died out. But then like
Yep.
X Defiant really is bringing back that gameplay style again.
Okay, so it looks as
But now like this, I think is gonna take it to a new level.
I mean, it's Marvel. It's gonna make money. For sure. But who's the developer? You don't know.
It didn't.
It's crazy how I don't know much about this game
Developer, I didn't see.
because that kind of matters.
It'll say it in the
I'm
show.
gonna have to pull it up over here because for some reason it's not letting me pull it up on the phone. I don't know why. It says it's unavailable link. Give me 1 second, peeps.
It says NetEase Games.
NetEase?
Yeah.
So I'll take this out of the way.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
NetEase. What other games does NetEase have?
They have other stuff. I mean, they're competent developers for sure. But surprised that they're doing it.
But the right here, right?
Yeah. Well, this is for the consoles. It's a console announcement trailer.
I mean, it shows gameplay, right? So it
I have gameplay too, but this was just a announcement for the PlayStation and the Xbox.
So we'll go to
together. Who needs a power up? Free fire zone.
Embrace the chaos.
Insignificant attacks. Healing power. I'm back, baby. 3, 2, 1, blast off! Gonna get sticky.
Feel the wrath of the goddess! Okay, let's see how mankind has conquered space.
How like the background's interactive and everything.
I mean, they have a budget. It's just, you know, like, you gotta hope that Marvel just doesn't, you know, stop supporting it, because they do that. If it doesn't perform to their the money they want to make, they will drop it immediately. But it looks amazing. The art style looks great. Gameplay looks good. Definitely, I don't know much. I haven't looked in much like I normally would, but it's definitely something I would love to try and play with y'all guys for sure.
Yeah.
And maybe do some streams here
Mm-hmm.
for sure. I mean, 100%. But looks exciting. And granted, like, hero shooters didn't go away, but Overwatch 2 especially left a bad taste in our mouths.
Yeah.
Can we just say you suck, Microsoft and Activision, for that? But hopefully this kicks his ass.
Microsoft took over.
Well,
I thought it was Blizzard.
it's Blizzard, but Activision owns them, so they're gonna just push out crap and promise you things that never come out, like the storyline. So there's that, and then it doesn't help that Microsoft. We should go into an in-depth on that, because there's a lot to say on Microsoft owning the gaming industry.
Yeah.
But that's another deep dive for another day.
So what else you got on Rivals?
There is a story to this. So the story to this is that
Their story mode.
it didn't say anything about a story mode, but the basic story for this
Okay.
is that the Fantastic Four supervillain Doctor Doom has teamed up with his successor in 2099
Okay.
to mess about with the time stream, creating a cataclysmic event known as the time stream entanglement. With heroes and villains from multiple realities colliding and battling one another, it will be up to players to join forces, face off against their parallel selves, and stop the Dooms in the process. Matches take place across comic book locations like Asgard and Tokyo 2099. And then they also feature destructible elements like statues that can be blasted to pieces, so that the opposition can't hide behind them for long.
That's pretty cool.
Right, so I wonder if, like, even though like the buildings will fall, like, would you take damage from that too?
Yeah.
Would it make it more of an interactive, like?
That would be awesome. But what was the last game that did that? It was probably Red Faction.
What?
Red Faction. They had like literally like destructible environment, and they never done that. Anything.
Thank you for the follow.
Thank you for the follow. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So they never done anything after that, after Red Faction, like when it comes to destructible environment.
Mm-hmm.
Like we have all this processing power and we have like crazy graphics, but they never go beyond that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's the sad part. So I hope they do something cool like that.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. So the game is not fully, like, revealed yet. So obviously there's gonna be multiple maps. Probably I'm assuming the character list is gonna be big.
Yeah.
I would assume maybe 30-35 characters, because and each one, knowing that they have different abilities, is gonna make different game styles every game.
Well, you could tell by the gameplay they're trying to go for a combined like literally teamwork, actual teamwork, not like Overwatch. But it depends how the play style of the player, clearly, that follows the rules and comes up with great ideas. But that's always a big plus, you know what I mean? That you could literally combine supers and abilities to make the game more interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how that goes. I mean, isn't that easy? They're competent, but like again, let's hope Marvel continues to support them even after they reach their goals. I mean,
Because like Overwatch, like one problem I had with Overwatch was like certain characters can pretty much pace the game out. Like you can, like because certain character can take over the game, and then without certain characters you can't really do anything. And then people only want to play certain characters to really only like work for themselves.
mhm.
And like it seems like this way around they're making it so you have to play a certain way.
Yeah, like a team.
Like actually
Well,
make it team play game.
That's all. That's why balance patches do assist. And the problem is sometimes they balance it where they just favor a character because he's the character that's cool right now, or this is the figure we want to sell right now. And basically, I don't believe everybody should get nerfed. And if they do, it should be everybody. But if you're gonna buff, you should buff all of them. That way you could get a decent balance, because that does matter. But it also depends on the communication and the play style of each person that does play.
Yeah, they should make characters. If you have 30 characters, you should make 15 each that'll counter each other.
Yeah.
So that way it can be fair to regardless of how you play.
Mm-hmm. No, for sure.
Because like for example, Overwatch, people only played McCree and he did one thing. He just waited behind and it did the same thing.
Well, yeah, that was a
Or you had like
that was a thing.
you had who else you had? You had like the Widowmakers that would just hide the whole game. Or you had like soldiers, soldiers that were there all the time. People only really played Roadhog.
Mhm.
You saw the same characters every game, so there was at least like 15 characters that didn't play.
Yeah.
That you
Yeah.
did not play. You never really saw.
Well, I hate to say it, but that happens in every game.
Mhm.
Fighting games is the same way, man. Balance is crazy because people don't want to work hard for the win. They just want to win.
Yeah.
That's the problem with gaming in general. Is they don't want to work hard for the win, and they just want to just win.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they can find a way to be cheesy, they're gonna do it.
They will do it.
They're gonna find a way.
But let's hope this one starts off well. At least, you know what I mean. I hope so. It looks art style. I love it already.
What was the release date?
So there is no actual release date yet because it's still in beta mode. So
Mhm.
it just finished the alpha test and it was on May 10th.
When did it finish?
I believe this in May. It was just the whole month of May. It started May 10th.
So
So right now it's going into beta for
So
July.
there's gonna be a games fest. I'm pretty sure he'll have a date, and that's like 3 days from now. They're saying so there should be a date 3 days from now. 3 days from now, and I guess if we get an update, we'll give it in the channel.
But I'm assuming this is gonna be a fall release. It has to be.
But I don't think it's gonna be released. It's gonna go to beta first, and
I-
then it's
Oh,
gonna go.
and another thing is that the game will be free to play.
I think it'll be an early game next year.
Oh, you think it'll just release in beta mode? Isn't that how Overwatch released in beta mode?
I mean, it depends what they want to do with that. I mean, they could release it that way, but then it'll. I mean, games are fully not finished anymore anyway. So you're right. They probably could have released it like tomorrow if they wanted to.
And everything's free to play now because they just get you on the fucking
The battle pass.
on
Mhm.
the battle pass and the skins. I mean, I think
Are we-
I think at this point they should just make every fucking game free to play and just if it's not story oriented and it's just multiplayer, just make that shit free to play and then you'll make your money back a million times over on the fucking skins because
Yeah.
like
I mean,
so many skins.
Are we
bro.
getting tired of that model though? Honestly,
Yeah.
battle pass.
I mean, Fortnite made the blueprint.
I
and
mean-
not everybody's taking it.
No, for sure, 100%. I mean, they do well because they got the money for the licensing. If they didn't have that, they'll be done. But they have it.
That and then you got the extremists on Fortnite.
Yeah, the FOMO.
But Fortnite, the thing with Fortnite is like they actually take the time to make the game better.
No, this is
Every season.
At least there's
Every season
something
is
fun that they
different.
do. Yeah.
Like this season is about it revolves around Fallout, Mad Max.
Uh-huh.
So it's like, and then last season was Avatar.
Yeah.
It was Avatar, and
Yeah.
the season before that, I what was the season before that? That one had
I don't remember
I
either.
forget too,
remember
but
either.
it's always something.
But there's a
different.
lot. There's a lot.
It's always based around the third party stuff. So we're like they did Dragon Ball, they did My Hero, they did Avatar, they did Attack. I think Attack on Titan was the one before that.
hmm
So they're always making the gameplay style different.
Yeah.
At least with this one, like I really appreciate that they're really trying to keep it true to the comics
Yeah. Yeah.
with the style. Like it's gonna be really pretty. Not people probably won't really like it because it's not like that realism aspect, but like still.
No, it looks fun.
That cell shading stuff is nice.
I like the cell
is
shading.
nice.
Yeah, if they do it right, 100%, and it looks really nice. But for me, gameplay is keen, so I just hope it plays really well.
No, it looks like it's gonna play pretty smooth. The way that the way the fighting was, it looks pretty smooth. And then it didn't look like so far that there was anybody like too OP.
So, which character are you looking forward to?
Out of the list, I'd probably be looking forward to.
You already know mine.
Spider-Man,
Magneto.
Magneto.
Because he looks like a tank, bro.
And
And
I don't know. Venom looked pretty good though.
I mean,
Venom,
it's Venom because
Iron Man,
yeah, I know you're an Iron Man or Venom guy.
for sure. I think they look fun.
Thor is also in the game too. He's just not on this list, but Thor is also in the game too. Punisher, from the gameplay I saw, he kind of looked like he played like Soldier 76.
Yeah, it looks like Soldier 76, 100%.
100%, yeah. Star-Lord might be the same. He might be another soldier.
He might be the tracer of that game.
Yeah, he did the little spin
Yeah.
shit. Who used to do the spin shit? The little...
Tracer.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, he might be the tracer of that game. Really quick, does like little bits of damage, runs away, continues. 100%.
You sure that won't be like Rocket though?
Rocket will probably be. They'll probably surprise you. Probably be a tank. Don't sleep on that.
I could see Groot being like Reinhardt.
Yeah,
Groot
it's
would be
either
like a Reinhardt.
it's either Groot is Reinhardt or Magneto's
Magneto.
a
Magneto's the
Reinhardt.
Reinhardt, right?
Because he has the shields.
Or Sigma.
Or Sigma. Yeah,
I would see him playing more like a Sigma, to be honest.
I hope he's not that slow though. Oh my god. But anyway, let's see. My soda. It's so long.
No, but no, it looks pretty good. We can play some gameplay if you want to see some gameplay.
Yeah, I mean, do we have time for that?
Yeah, of course. Alright.
Because we're like closing into an hour.
It's okay. We could play it for real quick.
Just like a real quick, you can get a little idea what it is.
Do they actually have gameplay?
Yeah, I have it on here.
Okay, I might have to just do it right here because that show's acting up a little bit. I don't know why.
So from what I looked up was like people actually playing the alpha. That's pretty much the only way you can watch it.
I mean,
I guess
will
here.
hook us up.
Yeah, this is the alpha test.
This is 3 hours.
3 hours.
Just skip into it and just put a little part
It's
of
like
it.
3 hours. Like we don't do 3 hour things all the time.
That
It's
we
funny.
do, but you know.
Hey guys, it's Paradise and Marvel Rivals, the new team
A nice
Tremble before fire! Shall not be removed so easily. This is real firepower!
What do I do for an
Lincoln's on the fridge.
And I am ready to put on a show!
You need not fear. By the eye.
Overwatch.
Yeah.
Like there's no. This is kind of like it's Overwatch.
It's a hero shooter.
So why didn't they just like? Why didn't Overwatch just merge and just get skins for this? And that would have been.
Oh, like collab.
Yeah, they should just collabed and just got skins and just called it a fucking day.
I mean, they can.
That's stupid. That's a lot. That's such a big loss on their fucking end. Like,
Well, remember they probably had plans when it was just Activision Blizzard.
this game is not gonna beat Overwatch though. not.
I feel like it will though. Because
You don't think it'll be Overwatch?
Overwatch died out
Wait,
hard.
it's
though.
not dead.
No, but like you don't hear like the same hype about it though. It's not the same.
The problem is that it's just too copy and paste for it to.
I think
succeed
it
Overwatch.
might do well because of the Marvel.
It's like look
No,
at,
it's gonna do well because of Marvel.
It's like
100%.
look at fucking no. That doesn't mean shit.
it doesn't mean shit.
Marvel means the name Marvel doesn't mean
Okay,
shit right
well
now.
not Marvel. Okay, want to know?
because
You know
look
what
at
means something? X-Men. Just it has X-Men. Period.
Yeah,
That alone will help it. But your point?
I lost it.
I'm sorry.
It's shitty though. I don't care for. I don't care for it. If I'm being really honest.
Oh my god, he lost faith in that one little gameplay clip.
Yeah, no, it looks. It's like Overwatch.
It is
Overwatch should have just struck a deal and get different skins like that. You could have a Magneto like. That's the problem. Like, why didn't Overwatch take and like go the Fortnite route and start getting licenses? And they could have been doing shit like that.
Because Activision Blizzard only cares about Call of Duty. That's why. And Candy Crush. That's
no,
why.
they got Candy Crush too.
Yeah, that's why Microsoft bought them. This is why we need to do a deep dive on Microsoft.
I didn't even know they owned Candy Crush. Candy Crush is still going.
It's
though.
still going.
Crazy.
That's because Microsoft eventually wants only mobile, and they don't want to give you quality games, and they don't want to give you they don't want to try for nothing. They just want to, here's a little game that you may like lose 10 minutes here and there, but you will pay your money.
That's crazy.
Like it's a service thing. Like their last game that came out was Senwa Saga, something like that. And it's a 4-hour game that's been in development for 5 years. Right? They're giving you nothing, but guess how they're making money? Service. They charge you and me like $16, $17 on console, $10 on PC. Eventually they're trying to get it on Switch. You know what I mean? And charge you there. They're basically third party. But anyway, that's another podcast.
Yeah, I mean, my opinion is that shit looks fucking stupid.
I still want to play.
It looks like it will be fun.
Yeah.
But it is unless there has to be more than those two modes though. If there's more than payload and capture the point,
It'll probably be push.
right? Like it's got to be something else.
Yeah.
It's got to be something else.
See, at least X Defiant, and this is not really to defend it because I did say it's like Overwatch, but it's like Overwatch and Rainbow mixed together.
And COD
That's why
a little bit.
Rainbow. It's like Rainbow because Rainbow has like the little you have your
Siege,
certain-
right? You're talking about Siege?
Yeah, Rainbow Siege.
Oh, okay.
That's why it's like okay, this is like Overwatch, but for people that like straight shooters.
Mhm.
So it's a little more like fun, but that shit is just like we're playing Overwatch at this point. Let's just play Overwatch.
Yeah. I mean,
They
game is
know
out.
there really is no fucking other reason to play that shit besides like you like the costumes.
Yeah, I mean, that's how they're gonna make their money. Period. Too, like costumes. They might not charge you
It
for
wasn't
it.
the first Overwatch though was doing third party skins.
No, never.
Like they had
No, they didn't.
No, they
like-
never did.
they were doing more for the holidays though. Like it was more.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, but they
holiday
never had
seasons.
no license.
They never
skins.
collabed at all. They never once collabed,
That's stupid on
and
their
they did
part.
well.
They're just fucking stupid on their part for not collabing.
But when it was Overwatch 1, I felt like they were actually trying with the seasons, and they were actually giving you stuff. And if they were not giving you story mode, they were still giving you like story trailers. You knew something about the character, but
That game's not gonna make it. I'm gonna call it right here, right
You
here, right
really?
now, today. That game's not gonna make it.
so what's today's date?
This is fucking 6/4/24. I said it. Marvel Rivals is not gonna make it. It's just,
But how long do you think it's gonna last though? If you gave it a dead date,
I
if
don't
it's
know.
making it till next, it's gonna make it past the release though. So maybe it won't
A
make it
year.
past the first year.
a year,
Alright.
year, and that game is getting.
I can see why you say that. I have hope because it has X-Men, and that sells. X-Men.
Overwatch is the way bigger name. People are not gonna be like, oh, I'll just play this because of. It's like they're literally making a copy. You know how many copies Call of Duty has, and no matter how shitty Call of Duty is and how much people say this game fucking sucks, people still go back to Call of Duty. There's no shooter like Call of Duty.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Overwatch is that style of game. No, you can't. Nobody's gonna go and fucking switch over to that. I'm being honest.
Okay. Well,
they'll give it a shot. They'll give it a little try, and then they're gonna be like, it's corny. I'm not gonna play it.
okay. I mean, I still believe the X-Men's gonna save that game.
I don't think so.
I think so.
There's no saving that game.
Yeah, I think. So.
I think you love X-Men more than
No,
everybody else in this world
I think
does.
people are tired of the Avengers and they want X-Men.
I just think that you love X-Men more than anybody in this world does,
X-Men.
because
he talks so much about X-Men.
you have a soft spot for X-Men. I'll be honest with you. I like Marvel, and I can give a fuck about X-Men.
You're crazy.
I really can. Like they have cool characters. Don't get me wrong, but X-Men is really not like the hero of Marvel.
So who's the hero? What? Spider-Man? Okay.
Spider-Man does carry though.
He does carry.
Spider-Man
100%.
carries.
100% he carries.
Spider-Man has way more fucking people that love it more than fucking X-Men.
No, I get that. You don't. I mean,
I don't know about
like
I wouldn't say like a general statement like that. Maybe.
Hell yeah, that's a fact.
yeah, I don't know.
That's a
Maybe
fact.
the movie wise, yes. but,
Spider-Man carries
X-Men
movies.
Comics carry.
Huh?
X-Men comics do carry
Yes,
though.
X-Men comics.
But like the
about-
movie wise, no.
Spider-Man carries the movies.
Let me
100%.
explain something to you.
Here we go.
Let's look it up. What gets sold more, Spider-Man merch or X-Men merch? That should tell us all we need to know, right?
Look it up then.
And merch wise, probably Spider-Man.
Oh, so then that means the Spider-Man carries.
So look it up though. But now, like, I feel like Overwatch thought they can bank off of the loyalty of its fans,
Yes.
and that's why they didn't really go super deep into
Yes.
it. They thought they can get that Call of Duty right. Oh, or the iPhone people. Oh, it's a new iPhone. Let me get it. Those people, I'm gonna buy it anyway because of the name, and they really dropped the ball.
Look, I'm telling you what really happened, right? They knew Activision Blizzard knew Microsoft was gonna buy them, so they stopped trying. And as soon as Microsoft bought them, they laid off half the people working in that bitch. So of course they didn't finish that.
But still, like,
There's a mass layoff ever since they owned them. It's ridiculous.
I think if Marvel Rises, looks like
which superhero sells the most merch? Both have strongest priorities. The licensing letter listed Marvel Spider-Man. Global retail sales at 1.3 billion.
it's billion.
What? Marvel Spider-Man like the game or the
No, I think
the merch?
I think it's Marvel Spider-Man in general.
Yeah, the
Okay.
Spider-Man in general.
Spider-Man. Okay.
And then second would actually be Avengers
Okay.
at 3.25 million. That's a humongous difference. And X-Men is not there. So
Okay. Well,
you
X-Men.
you just love X-Men.
Look,
You said 3.5
but you gotta-
billion or billion?
but you gotta remember, see,
325 million. Excuse
this
me.
is
Yeah,
this
that's
is-
a lot.
That's a
of
lot.
difference.
Okay, 100%. Okay, whatever. I'm the X-Men guy.
X-Men's
here.
not even on the list.
But you gotta remember, they just recently brought them out. They
They're
recently,
rebooting them.
yeah. So you can't really say
Also,
that,
did X-Men die or something like that?
bro.
No, I-
Fox had them in their chains. Of course, it was stored. They were sort of dead. So you can't really say that. I mean, we'll see when something actually comes out. X-Men, but I feel that, bro, especially with the X-Men 97, I think you don't know, like, that kind of sparked a lot of love for X-Men again, and whatever X-Men comes out, I think is gonna help.
I mean, Spider-Man never really dropped the ball in its movies, really.
This is dead.
No, but I'm saying like
Amazing Spider-Man.
Don't disrespect. Don't disrespect. Don't be that guy. But no, like
No, I
not
love
drop
you.
the ball in like X-Men wise, because
Yeah.
X-Men went on a shitty route for a while.
Yeah.
But then now it's like kind of with X-Men 97, it's gonna get into its renaissance because now that Deadpool's coming out, it's gonna bring back the X-Men.
It's gonna
But the
proper
the
X-Men.
comics have always been flowing. The comic book wise, it's never
Yeah,
really fell
it's
off.
never really died.
And then you got to say like that route, but in the mainstream light, it did.
Yeah, no, for sure, 100%. You're not wrong on that.
But like if Marvel Rises doesn't do anything to adapt the game and just keeps it a base game,
Rivals, right?
Rivals.
Marvel Rivals, if it does the same thing, just produce new characters, doesn't change the gameplay, doesn't adapt to the times, doesn't make it better, and just make it a basic Overwatch 1, that game will die.
That's what it's gonna be.
No, but I'm
They're
saying
gonna
if it keeps it the way it is, if it doesn't adapt.
They're gonna pump more into like costumes and not into
You're-
play.
you know what?
It's done.
If you tell me they're gonna fucking prioritize DLC costume, you're probably right.
That's
You're
exactly
probably
They're
what
gonna
it
fail.
is.
They're gonna fail
You're
if they
probably
do
right.
that.
They're not gonna worry about gameplay. They're gonna be like, oh, we have X-Men, the perfect license. I mean, fucking no, we have Marvel, perfect
Marvel.
licensing, and that's gonna sell our game. No, the fuck it's not. No, that's not right.
I think they're banking on the fact that like they don't. What they don't realize too, Marvel is kind of dying off right now because of the movies. It's not doing well.
Mhm.
So it's like they're really trying to bank on bringing those hardcore fans back in on both two genres, which is why they better really come with it or they're gonna fail.
Yeah,
Yeah,
listen,
Deadpool and Wolverine have to hit.
the only thing that's saved Marvel games is Spider-Man. There's no game out there that saved any fucking Marvel fucking gaming out there. I mean, besides Wolverine, that's probably gonna come out. Insomniac really saved fucking Marvel gaming because
Yeah, they carried.
because
they carried
what
Marvel.
was the last shit that came out that was so dog shit that we played for like I think one day.
That was that Marvel's Avengers shit.
That shit was so dog shit.
disgusting.
So dog shit.
Who did that again? Oh shit, I don't remember.
That's exactly what you need to know.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna be saying about.
It was
Rivals
probably
in
like
another
EA.
year.
It was probably like
no,
EA.
no. I think it was shit. Was it EA?
I think it was.
Oh my god, I don't know. It's
But I
either
mean, EA did fucking Star Wars justice. I don't like Star Wars like that, but that game was fucking the most. That was the best game.
The Battlefront.
Yeah, the
2,
Battlefront. What a fucking amazing.
They
game.
dropped the ball with Battlefront 1, but Battlefront 2 they took it to another level. But they should have really dove in on more supers, more Jedis, more of the prequels. Then they just left it there. And as soon as the game, when the game hit the most followers, they killed the game.
Yeah.
So I'm like, how do you do that? There was so much more lure they could have went into, and just really gave that game justice.
But that game was really fucking fun, bro.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was
100%.
It was really fun.
that Star Wars shit really like. And you know how I am about Star Wars. I can give a fuck about it. But
Nah,
that,
like that was the game he really wanted to play.
Remember, I was
really-
like, yo, let's play some Battlefront.
Yeah,
that
like,
game was
but
really
they
legit.
really made it like the dark side. If you look at the two, they made the dark side a lot stronger
Mm-hmm.
than the Jedi's.
But even the lightsaber battles were fucking. It
They
was
were fun,
it was
yeah.
really a fucking good game.
Literally, like if you played it correctly, Darth Vader you can't kill. If you
Yeah.
played it correctly,
Yeah. That game was
he was
fun as
immortal.
fuck.
Yeah.
Dude, that game was fun. Like I wish like they would release another one because I would buy it actually.
If they made it if it wasn't EA that made that game, it would have probably been a lot better.
You think so?
I
I think
think
EA
so,
killed
because-
it though. I think they did great.
No,
though.
but like they would
That
have added way more to it.
That gameplay is you need EA for that gameplay.
That's what I'm saying. I
you
think
can't,
EA.
You can't. It's they had to give a fuck enough to continue to support it. And
Yeah, that's the
pay-
problem. EA
and-
doesn't support
and-
goddamn
and
shit.
fucking support it and freaking bring out shit for it on time.
Yeah, EA.
No.
That's the thing. EA is ready to fucking pull the switch on any game.
All they're
Quick.
gonna do is add microtransactions to it. That's all they want.
100%.
It's pay to win, 100% pay to win.
100%.
But it's like, soon as the game hits its height, if it's not, or if the game doesn't reach the height fast enough, they're already dying off on the game.
They're done with it. Yeah,
Yeah,
and that's the problem with most games today.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we don't get quality games like the PS2 era.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you have the most fun, and you got complete games. It was done out of the fucking box.
Yeah.
But this is the era we live in now.
no,
For
but
sure.
Marvel Rivals. Well, hopefully there'll be better stuff coming out for it soon. More characters should be released pretty soon. What is your thoughts? Let us know down in the comments. Right now, we're thinking it's pretty much an Overwatch copy, and
I still want to play it though.
hopefully it makes
mean-
it past its 1 year release.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I'll play it, but I'm not excited.
It's not
I'm
gonna be
like,
a
oh my
bad. It's
God,
not
I
gonna
need
be
to
a bad
play it.
game. It's not gonna be a bad game. It's just
Yeah.
would it last?
It's just gonna
the
be
test of time?
Overwatch though. It's just gonna be Overwatch.
That's
That's literally what's gonna be. Do you guys crave playing Overwatch right now?
we did though, but
you-
not
do you guys
anymore.
crave it right
Right
now?
now, no.
No.
Hold
So
up,
then we're not
hold
gonna
up.
crave playing
If-
that game.
If we don't crave it, I mean, granted, the problem is like they left a bad taste in our mouth. Like honestly, like we wanted story mode for it so we can know the characters more. You know what I mean? And then we were supposed to be given like new.
And that's another part of the problem. Rivals is not gonna have story mode.
Yeah.
They will never, ever, ever touch into a story mode on that. Ever.
Alright.
That's something that even if they make Rivals 2 and they promise it, don't even hold your breath on it because that you're not gonna get a story for Rivals. No fucking way. That the budget would be too high that they wouldn't want to do it. That would require writers. They wouldn't do it. They're just banking on that it's an Overwatch copy. Overwatch has a following, and they're like, let's put some skins on Overwatch, and we're gonna sell.
So
this.
you basically think
All right,
it's a quick cash grab.
so
Oh, yeah,
it might be,
100%.
but we'll know when it releases. Like the first
First
the
month.
first week. We'll know. I would say.
I know right now, baby.
All
I know right now.
Give me the lottery numbers, please.
8, 13,
Don't-
35, 24, 8, Powerball,
Uh-huh.
You could have two eights.
27.
Okay, so remember that,
I don't think you have
so we
two
can
eights.
play that. Remember that, so we can play that, us three, and if it comes out, we're done.
So yeah, so that was Marvel Rivals.
Imagine like we go back and like this is actually a number, none of us played it.
Yeah.
That'd be so fucked up, bro. That'd be so wrong.
Right.
I'll show the government, yo, look, bro. I called out the number. This
No,
don't
for
count
real.
for nothing.
He's like, bitch, you ain't paid for it.
Seriously, like motherfucker.
Uh-huh.
Right, so that was Marvel Rivals. As we get more information, we're gonna gladly bring it up to you guys. The beta will be released down in July of this year.
Mm.
So then that's the real test of the game, and a lot more stuff is gonna come out, and we're gonna really get to really see what this game is about. So we're gonna move on to our next topic. We're gonna slide it down to my right here, down to Bistro. He's gonna take it away.
What's up, peeps? Okay. So, the topic that I have, right, is going to be something called morphic resonance. Have you guys ever felt like you know something, or you have like a conscience of something from before, like a memory or something,
Uh-huh.
or you feel like something is, you could do something easier, or they even say, here's one of the best ones. If you guys ever do like Sudoku puzzles or anything like that, it's actually proven that it's easier to do it during the afternoon when most people do it. So what the morphic resonance is, it's a theory that was discovered actually by biologist Rupert Sheldrake in 1980, saying that we're actually all connected, kind of in a sense like a symbiotic type of connection. So we have what's the best way I could describe it? Stranger Things, right? You're watching Stranger Things. Do you guys watch Stranger Things?
Yeah.
The full extent of it?
Yeah.
Do you guys remember, I believe it was the 3rd season with the mall and the kid that like the thing that became all the rats and shit like that became that big
Oh yeah.
thing.
That big monster.
yeah,
thing,
and like that was kind of like explaining like in a sense morphic resonance, because they all shared like a common brain. Like the theory says that we're all connected. We all have a consciousness together no matter what, like a symbiote, pretty much. So pretty much it suggests that there's a non-material field called the morphic field that shapes the behavior and development of organisms based on the collective memory of past similar forms. Okay? So, according to Sheldrake, morphic resonance involves a process where patterns of behaviors form an organization. In the past, influence similar patterns in this present through a field-like effect. That field is said to work beyond the usual physical laws and limits of space and time. So, pretty much to break that down, it's kind of like there's things that we know. So, since the timeline, our timeline of the universe has been so long, right?
Okay.
Like, have you ever heard, for example, when they say like, oh, that like when you see like a mole or whatever, they kind of say like, oh, that's where you died, like that's where you got killed. You never heard that?
No.
You guys
No.
never ever heard that?
Never heard that.
So they
Damn,
say
I
like, your mole points. This is like a pretty like crazy lore. Like
crazy.
I don't know how true it is. And mind you, this is a theory, and it's not
Ming says she heard that.
yeah, it's not. The scientific community hasn't really like fallen on it and said it's facts or anything like that. It's more of this guy's theory. But that's kind of the sense of it, where we're so connected to the point where like atoms and everything are connected. Just like, you know how they're saying that energy, like we're all made of atoms, right? What happens to the atoms when we die? They stay in the universe. They just become something else.
Yeah.
They just, we're not gaining more atoms or losing more atoms. We have the same amount of atoms that we have just throughout the universe. So as some die, right, they just become something else. Okay. So that's kind of what the field is. It's a whole connection of life in a sense. Okay. So, let me see. Where am I? So morphic fields, these are proposed fields that organize and structure a behavior system, including biological organisms, societies, and even inanimate structures, which have like a collective memory. This is the idea that all similar forms contribute to a collective memory, which future forms could tap into, facilitating faster learning and adaptation. So, for example, do you notice how we've, from the last 100 years, advanced so quick as well? That's also part of this theory that since we're like a bank of memories,
Of information.
Okay. Okay, and that's kind of how we also grew so rapidly too. As time went by, you're getting more information in that bank, more information in that bank, more information in that bank. People are dying, people are, being birthed, people are growing up, and that bank of information is all there.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much it resonates through all of us, that memory that we get to like just use, because even through text, you know what I mean? Yeah, you can learn through there, but even beyond that, there's like just a full connection that we have together. As it's weird, it's really symbiotic, and that's what this theory is saying. For example, right? There's a hypothesis that says rats that learn a task such as navigating a maze, so this was a test apparently that they did, can influence the ability of other rats to learn the same task even if they are separated by distance. So if I'm not mistaken, they did a test in London on rats that they showed them how to do a certain maze, right?
Okay.
Mind you, this is London. So they did it like countries away. I think it was like in New York or something like that. And it was actually easier for this other group of rats that they tested on to do that same maze.
That's crazy.
So it's like that bank, they were able to tap into it and learn faster because it's stored into that bank.
That's insane.
Yeah. So yeah, so that was pretty much, didn't matter where the location was. It's all just, I guess, part of the universe. And in reality, that's really what we are. We're just all part of this universe. Atoms. You could just imagine that memory is also just collected as well as atoms. Because what are memories really? You know what I mean? What are have you guys ever had a dream, like just a crazy vivid dream that you guys are just like, it's just like a different time or anything like that? Like, what's the most vivid dream you've ever had that you could just think like this might have been like a different past right here?
I don't think I have dreamed like that.
No, you?
No, ever.
Not really, no.
No, I've had dreams like that. I've had
Really?
dreams of like just like,
maybe you're more connected to that.
well, that's the thing. They also say that the more, so they say the resonance actually works more to people that believe it, and less for people that don't believe it. So if you're like skeptical on it, it won't really hit you. It's kind of in the sense of what's the law of attraction. Have you guys ever heard of the law of
I've heard of that,
attraction?
for sure. Yeah.
Have you ever heard of the
I mean,
law
it's
of
all over the
attraction?
place. That you
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, that you attract whatever you like, you manifest whatever you
yeah,
put
you
your,
say it, put it
yeah,
out
you
there,
put it into the world,
and
you manifest it.
and it basically becomes real.
Yeah. So if true, morphic resonance can revolutionize an understanding of biology, evolution, learning, and memory. So right now we're trying to work on there is the supercomputer that they're trying to make, right? Have you guys ever heard of it? I think it's Nvidia's also in it too.
Oh, really?
Trying to think of the name of it. Hold on, because this is actually separate from it. But it's let me see. The quantum computing. You ever heard of that? That's like the next big thing that's gonna come out. Quantum computing.
I've heard they're investing in other things.
Yeah,
sure.
so quantum computing really has to do with that whole, pretty much if you look at it, it's part of that theory, because they're using atoms and everything to compute. So
Crazy.
if they're doing that with atoms, it kind of goes, and you kind of just speculate. You're like, wow, like this morphic resonance kind of makes sense even to the computing, because in that quantum computing, again, like I said, they're using atoms, and what is atoms but reused energy? So within that reused energy, who knows if there's actually memory within them?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
It's not that far fetched.
Like if you look at it's like for example, like a RAM, like a stick of RAM. What is it besides just quick memory that you get to throw out to your PC, to your GPU and everything? I don't know if you guys know computers, but that's really what it is. An atom is kind of in a sense like a RAM. It holds power, but then it also holds memory too. So
Damn, that's crazy.
yeah, it's really crazy.
They got a team the ability to know all our information like that. It's crazy to think.
But that's kind of how we've learned so much.
It makes sense because they have, like, Nvidia is not making as much money on PC, so I guess they're moving on to other avenues.
Nvidia's making the most money on everything.
I know, but I'm
like
talking about like PC only. They're investing in other things.
Oh yeah.
So that makes a lot of sense.
Right now, the biggest race that they're having is actually the race of quantum computing. You have Intel, Nvidia, AMD. They're all trying to go for that quantum computing, which is supposed to be the next level. And I don't even know how much further you can push it than to what we have right now. You know what I mean? Like a quantum computing is supposed to answer everything. It's kind of like a super AI in a sense.
Oh my god.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's no answer that you can't ask that quantum computer, because it'll give you any answer about atoms, about the structure of the God particle, anything like that.
Crazy to think, but yeah.
So it says morphic resonance remains a controversial and largely unaccepted theory in mainstream science. It is an intriguing hypothesis that sparks discussion about the nature of memory, learning, and biological development. So pretty much in conclusion, it's saying morphic resonance proposes a radical idea that past forms and behaviors influence present ones through non-physical fields. While it remains unproven and highly debated, it's continued to provoke thought about the nature of life and learning. And then that kind of like takes it to the whole entire, I know you guys have all heard this saying, history repeats itself.
Yes, it does.
Why would history repeat itself if not for, I guess, in a sense, morphic resonance, that's been put out there? So we keep repeating maybe our errors. You know what I mean? It's crazy though.
Yeah, no,
I saw this, and honestly, the one that I heard talking about it, which was very interesting, was actually Howard Terrence. And so my boy over here, Manny, was talking about this shit. He was like, yo, we should really touch on the Howard Terrence shit. And I was kind of just like, it's really crazy. Like, he's like, it's a lot to like take in.
His process is crazy.
But dude,
but he's on to something.
He actually seems like he might know
like he's a genius, right? But then it's like right now people are like deeming him an idiot, like he's crazy.
Yeah,
they're giving him the Kanye effect.
Yeah, but I mean, some things he says are like really crazy too.
Like for example, you gotta really like.
But I mean, you know, in that same aspect, you know, you also had how many people called fucking Newton.
Yeah, they were all accused of being nuts.
Yeah, they were all crazy.
Yeah.
They were all crazy as fuck to everybody else until later on they were like, okay, they accepted it, and they're like, okay. But you know, a lot of people discredit Howard Terrence just because of the, you know, he was an actor first. Yeah. And in reality, he said that the only reason he actually became an actor was because his mother wanted his brother to become an actor, and he wanted the love and approval of his mother, and then that's why he became an actor.
That makes sense.
So that's kind of why. But you know, it's like one of those things where it's like you take it with a grain of salt, because he also said that he remembered being in the womb. He remembers everything about the womb, and I'm just like, that's crazy.
So he's on some Nick Cage shit like that.
Like I know you've seen those people that be like they remember everything when they were a baby and stuff.
I don't
like
know.
Violetta says that. She's like, she remembers things like when she was a baby. I was like, no way. I was like, I did not gain consciousness until I was like 5.
Your mind is jello.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, there's no fucking way.
For sure.
No, but Terrence Howard is he's a gem. So you gotta like really. He might be really onto something about that multiplication thing.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Because he's like addition and stuff is correct, but he's like if you multiply, it's adding to it, not like.
Well,
Yeah.
the way he explained it, so you really have to watch the podcast, I guess, to really explain it and understand a little better. He's pretty much saying that math would be okay, but only for currency, but not for actual equations and math about the world, because then it doesn't make sense, because there's no such thing as zero in the world. Nothing is stagnant, nothing is staying at one position. Like even the universe and space and everything out there, everything is moving. Our bodies right now may be stationary, but
we're charged.
our like atoms, our molecules, everything is moving.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if we look like we're still, we're actually really not still.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nothing is still. Not even this table, because everything is made of
Everything's
atoms. So everything is literally moving. So it doesn't make sense for the actual world, but for currency, you would think it would make sense, because you could have $0. You could be broke.
Because he's like, oh, 1 times 1 should not equal 1, it should equal 2, because you have 2 items. How do you have 1 item? Same as 1 times 0 should still equal 1.
Yeah.
So he's like the multiplication of 1 is wrong, and then he's like, if you take the root of 2, multiply by itself, and square root it again, it should not equal itself.
Yeah.
Something like that. You should not get the same number. He's like, because that's an improper equation. So he's like, somebody programmed a lie, and he's like, are you wrong or is your calculator wrong? Because he's like, they programmed a lie into your math.
It gets way deeper than that.
It is way deeper.
So I'm literally
Because
almost
he'll go into atoms too. Like he'll go into he'll go into elements
the
and everything.
flower of life or something
Yeah,
like
the
that.
power of life.
Yeah, it's he went in deep. And
Did you guys watch it? Did you guys watch it?
I watched
like
a lot of
little bit
it,
his stuff.
but
I'm almost at the end.
he has a lot more.
It's very interesting though.
Very, very interesting.
It's actually like, at first I was like, let me listen to him, bro. I was like, let me hear. What
Give
the
him a
fuck's
shot.
going on. And then I was like, whoa, like that's a lot of info.
Yeah,
this
I
guy
didn't
has.
expect for him to be that type of person. But hey, fools you.
It's it's a Joe Rogan podcast. If you're asking about the episode, it's a Joe Rogan episode. It's with Terrence Howard. Very interesting. You guys should really check it out.
Yeah, definitely.
And then if you guys want to deep dive, also the Morphic resonance, you guys check that out too. It's pretty interesting. Again, like I said, it's not really something that the scientific community deems like, but also if you really look at that episode, then you kind of see like the scientific community sometimes doesn't deem things that are factual facts. You know what I mean? Because they don't know the real answers. And you have to remember that a lot of the scientific community, a lot of them are all theories.
Yeah,
and
it's all theory.
Theories can actually change. So you know what I mean? But what do you guys think about the Morphic resonance?
Do you think the reason why like scientists don't really follow it because they think it's more like supernatural? Because it has to do with the past.
Maybe it could be. It could be honestly that's why they don't accept it.
Because a lot of them are like against religion.
That and maybe it's
religion.
because they can't really calculate it either. You know what I mean? They can't. That would be if they were to say yeah to that Morphic resonance, then I guess it's deeper than even that.
It's deeper, and it proves everything they ever proven completely wrong. Everything they ever studied wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's trying to push their own thing.
But I mean, isn't it a fact that that energy gets reused? Like energy just doesn't disappear.
Yeah,
it just goes into something else. Like when we die, we don't just technically vanish.
We go into the earth.
Yeah, we go into something else. Yeah. If it's a plant, and then from that plant, like it becomes food.
Yeah,
and then
pretty
from
much.
that food,
they
can become
go somewhere else. 100%.
You know what I mean?
And he's onto something clearly, 100%. And that's why I feel like that's why they're calling him nuts. But
so
he's onto something.
So in that sense,
he patented all his stuff too.
He did. I saw that he literally had everything set and done. So he's definitely onto something.
Yeah. So then does that mean that there could be something as oh my god, what is that called when you get to come back?
Reincarnation. I mean, if everything is reused as he says, is a possibility.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, do you think like if it is like reincarnation, do you think like a lot of the things that we do naturally is just results of our past selves?
I mean, very possible.
Like past lives, they would say, like in reincarnation. Like that's why we do the similar things that our
Could be,
past lives do.
But I mean, really thinking about it, it's like reincarnation in a sense has to be real. Because just in the sense of like the whole energy, like we are technically
we're connected.
We're connected back.
We're connected
to the world.
And they always say out there that we do have doubles. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, we have doppelgangers,
Yeah,
but I mean,
and,
like, maybe it's just like, do you think our souls get reused? Or do our souls go to heaven, but our energy from our body actually gets reused?
Like remnants of ourselves stay.
That's a good question. That's a good question.
This is probably why like a lot of scientists don't really fight that, because it proves the essence of God.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and that's something
and
they try to
That's
disprove.
their biggest thing. Is like,
Yeah.
fact over religion. So
Uh-huh.
like, why one little instance like of proof is done everything.
Yeah. I believe we all live multiple lives. When we die, we start a new life. So you think it's the same soul with a different life?
Well,
but if that's the case, then like if we live multiple lives like that, then wouldn't that mean that like what if in one life we're good and in the other life we're evil? What does that do to our soul?
Because even reincarnation too could have good and negative effects. Like you can have bad people reincarnated too.
Mm-hmm.
For example, like they can what if Hitler got reincarnated into somebody else?
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't think the soul gets reincarnated. I think essence of the soul.
Yeah, if you really come like to think about it, right? Like if you carnation being like, I guess in a sense like material.
Mm-hmm.
Carnation, because
like basically
you wouldn't think carnation will be part of like reincarnation will be part of the soul, right?
So
because
it's because how that's tough. How do you even come back like a new soul? Like, it would just be the body, it's wow.
But it's like, do you think reincarnation too also has to do with just like natural practices? So like how he lives his life, for example, could just like anything he did rub off on the next person, and then that same spirit of that person can get reincarnated into your next generation too. So it's like a lot of it can be passive and not actual like creation of the same thing,
of the same person.
Yeah.
Okay.
So but it's like reincarnation too could be a generational thing. Like it could be you now, and then like 3 generations now the same kind of person that was just like you
just like,
can come back. And then that's how like they get the people that look alike
in
the same family.
So Mink says the same energy just goes into a new body. That's what I would think, in the sense more of what reincarnation would be than the soul transferring over.
Yeah,
it's more
maybe like the soul rests.
Maybe the souls go, but the actual energy of that body gets reincarnated into like a different body. Being a body of a human, a body of an animal, body of a plant, inanimate body, something.
It could just be whatever your energy left into too. Like, so when we're put in the ground, or even if you're not put in the ground, you could have been. You could say you got cremated and your ashes just spread. Whatever your essence is there could also be born into whatever it's left into. So if you get left in the ocean, then you just become water.
Yeah.
Or you become part of the grass, you become soil, and then you build life for something else.
Yeah.
And then if something else, like a gopher, comes and eats that same plant, and then that carries that over there, and then that's how it could be spread, because it's like the circle of life kind of thing. Like,
but who knows?
It always comes back.
But who knows if that's why the whole cremation thing is like very big, right? Like I don't think Christians are supposed to be reincarnated.
We're supposed to be buried.
Why would that be?
Oh, we were brought from the we were created from the ground, right?
From the dirt.
From the dirt. So we're supposed to go back there fully.
But that's what I mean. And so we're reusing that.
We're reusing it in a sense, but we're supposed to not go further. It's supposed to happen naturally. We're supposed to decay naturally, and I guess the energy will spread, and could.
But that's what I mean. Who knows? Because like I mean, back in ancient times, like didn't like Why would they burn witches? Why, remember, and even the supernatural, if you go to there,
Yeah,
why
they-
were they burning bodies?
Yeah, why would
Did
they burn
that stop reincarnation of that energy being passed on? When a soul was bad, what would they do? Burn the bones.
Yeah, burn the bones. Yeah.
Burning that energy.
Mm-hmm.
But then now you could that just be
but-
making the energy airborne then? You know what I'm saying? That same energy, instead of it being put into the ground, now you burnt it. Now it could be released, and then it could just be spread that way.
Yeah, I guess it can be released into CO2, which a plant would take as energy, right?
Yeah, because like
Because CO2, that's what plants need
that's what the plants need. Yeah.
to let out oxygen, so it still becomes another.
Some
What if
other
it
form.
clean?
Okay.
What if it fucking cleans that energy?
Plants.
No, burning a body, because technically it becomes CO2, and then the earth takes it in,
Mm-hmm.
And then brings back.
and then
oxygen.
brings back oxygen, which is good. Oh my god,
And you know they also say
I'm a
like
fucking scientist,
you know
motherfuckers.
like they remember that whole thing they got going on too. It's like when you they want to. I think you get cremated now and they make you a tree or something like that.
Yeah,
So that can also be part of the refreshing too.
Okay.
that's crazy.
That is good.
If
I'm
you
not
really
high
think
right
about-
now. I'm really not high right now.
Yeah, if you was high, this would be a lot different
this
conversation.
would be a different pod.
No, but what do you guys think in the chat? Do you think reincarnation is like that? What do you guys think about reincarnation? Is it actually real? Do you think it's more of a legend? Do you think it's more religious based? What do you guys think?
I just think, you know,
Hello,
really,
hey, it's Ali. How you doing?
really thinking about it right now, it really kind of gets me thinking, like, reincarnation might just literally be
Might-
just the
could-
transfer of energy and not really the transfer of a soul.
Yeah, different. Yeah, because it could be that the soul literally just rests and you just become, like a new vessel with like memories and like
Mhm.
essence, like tiny essence of us
Yeah.
with like little mannerisms. Who knows? I mean, we'll never know. But it's very interesting to talk about for sure.
We're doing great. Thank you for asking.
How you doing?
So maybe that's the main thing, that whatever energy you had as a person is
Yeah.
what travels. So if
Yeah.
you're a bad person, that moves on. If you're a positive person, that moves on, and then it gets put into whatever else.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's why, like, maybe that's why you get these certain feelings when you go in certain areas of bad energies, and you get the hairs growing, or like the goosebumps feelings.
So you think we got like old essence of our past selves that literally don't like certain things or get certain moods? That's crazy. Like, just it's crazy to think. It's actually really interesting. I don't know. I feel like this could be a part 2.
Yeah, we can get way deeper in it.
Yeah, because like
So Nay says, what about the people who donate organs? Does what is everyone's name? This is Nades,
This is
Vistro,
Bistro, and that's Kilo
Kilo right there. So Nay says, what about the people that donate organs? Does some of the energy go into the new person? I guess, yeah.
right. I mean, there's resonance of it, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
So
It's really crazy. It's really
It's
crazy.
really
Actually,
weird.
getting really into it and just like thinking about everything, it's just kind of like
It's
that
it,
whole
it
that whole
chills.
that whole burning of a body really is kind of crazy, because you kind of just think about it. Cremation.
mhm.
What if that really is stopping the energy from actually being
From like flowing properly,
recycled?
Like, have you know like the
it's possible.
What happened if everybody were to get cremated when they die?
It's the same thing like with
mean, we
with
don't-
spirits and stuff, right? They burn the sage
Mhm.
to cleanse out energy. It's
Uh-huh.
burning something, so
Mhm.
it could be like the same thing, burning that CO2 or whatever, to
Mhm.
because it there's no reason why that's similar. That like the whole cremation thing is similar to burning sage.
Mhm.
It has to be related in some way.
Yeah, like taking
So-
away an
so-
evil spirit. or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I guess just burying, like, it happens naturally. So we flow naturally to the earth or to whatever other I guess selves is going to be born or whatever.
Mhm.
It's crazy to think, but it's very interesting. I'm kind of enjoying this topic, really.
Yeah. So if there's an energy bank, then there's got to be a memory bank
Yeah.
within the world, for sure.
Yeah.
And that's probably why we have
Well, this is why you feel like you've been, you have past.
past,
visions and
yeah,
shit.
that's why people have, again, that's why it kind of said, like, that's why we've advanced so quickly in the last few years, because we've had so many years where the memory bank was getting filled,
Mhm.
where you get to learn and you get to speed up the process of growth and innovation and everything. Because really, you go back how many years, and there was nothing that we have right now. Like there was no such thing as the internet.
Yeah, no, for
Didn't
sure.
exist. You know what I mean? There wasn't really TVs weren't a thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just crazy. In the last max like 100 years, right? It's that max that we've gained all this.
Yeah,
It's either that, or some people also say
We've
that
already had it.
that we've been reached and touched by aliens.
They say that we had this information, we've just been blocked from it because they don't want us to actually know the truth.
Yeah.
What was it? I saw an article.
I mean, there's definitely got to be a reason that we've advanced this quickly.
Yeah, no,
There's got to be a reason, because there's no way. It's either that, or there's also the theory that there was already that there was already technology out there, but there was things that happened within the world. Great resets. We've been through many resets.
I definitely believe in great resets.
Yeah.
Do I believe that we need one now? Absolutely. But that's a whole different topic.
He's old.
No, but think about it though. Like if you really think about that, like
I am
look how advanced the Mayans and all that were,
Yeah.
and then they came and disappeared.
Yeah.
Way advanced over what Eastern European technology, way of irrigation system, plumbing, and then they didn't have none of that, and they were dirty people in Europe. So it's like.
Yeah, no.
And then the Great Reset was they killed everybody, and then they learned it again.
You know, the problem
and
too.
It took longer to make.
The problem too is how much the government hides from us, and they like to say that nothing existed before like this when it did, but they just burned they just burned and hid all those books and scrolls and everything, showing that things like this were actually real. We had technologies out there.
Do you think they actually burn it, or they hoard it for themselves?
I mean, they probably store it somewhere.
Because I don't think they get rid of everything.
No, I doubt they would. There's got to be old tech somewhere showing all the
information.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's this documentary on Netflix. I'm trying to find it for you guys. Get you the name. I think it's Ancient. Let's see. Is it Ancient Apocalypse? I think it's Ancient Apocalypse. Yeah, Ancient Apocalypse. If you guys check that out on Netflix, it's showing literally all the past civilizations that were out there, and these civilizations were actually civilizations that had technologies that are close or exceed what we are growing into now, in a sense. Like they say the pyramids weren't built by slaves like they claim. They claim slaves built those, but if you look at like the bricks and the stones they had to take up there, it was impossible. It was impossible for them to do it. So actually they say that there was a system that they used before of sound or frequency, like we spoke about before, that you were actually able to, like, I guess, put it under the actual stone, and then at a certain frequency it would lift it up. Really? And then it can be carried way easier.
I mean, that makes more sense than having a person carry that, because there's no way, especially that climb.
It doesn't matter how many slaves you had. It's just
too heavy.
It's unrealistic.
No, yeah.
And then you have like certain statues and like you ever heard of Easter Island, with the big heads that are underneath the ground, humongous heads, like. And they say like they try to, it's almost impossible to recreate right now with the technology we have right now, which is like bulldozers and all this. So how the hell were they doing it back there?
Yeah,
like
it's crazy.
Yeah, so
that's why like Eddie Griffin said the theory of with the aqueducts, and he's like they would stack it a certain way and then just have the sand like push it out, because he's like, when you look at the pyramid, you see how like in between the cracks and stuff there's water and stuff that goes through it. And he's like, oh, as you stack it on top of each other, it pushes the sand out. So he's like, that's one way that it could have slid, not like, but could that be really what it was? It could have just been aliens that just put it together. You never know.
Again, like I said, there's so much into it, and there's so much that we actually sadly get hidden from, and we get distracted. It's always really the distractions.
Really, that's what it is. I mean,
we're all so docile to everything that we just don't give a fuck. It's sad. But I think on that topic, we're probably gonna wrap it up right now. We've been on here for about like an hour, 50
Going-
minutes.
Yeah, almost going on
just about 2
2.
hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so thank you everybody for tuning in with us on
Yeah,
this nice
thanks.
2-hour chat. This deep dive. We had 3 different topics today. Hope something a little bit for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. 100%.
But thank you for tuning in with us. Thank you as always. We can't do this without you. We're on our quest to 2,000 followers on TikTok, 500 subscribers on YouTube. We're almost there, guys.
We're getting
We
there.
can't do this without you.
Please subscribe
If you guys
and
want
support.
to watch the 3 topics separately, hey, if you're into gaming and you just want to watch the gaming section, go on One TV, YouTube. We're gonna separate it for you guys. We're gonna have it in a nice little short for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
You guys could check it out. If you guys want to know about morphic resonance and you guys came late and you guys want to know about that, we're gonna separate it on YouTube. That's why we're doing 3 topics. If one topic isn't your cup of tea, go straight to what is your cup of tea
Mm-hmm.
and check it out. If you want to hear about rivals, check that out. If you want to hear about supernatural, more in the media movie show end, you're gonna have that too. You're gonna have everything separated for you guys. At least on the 3 topic days, the deep dive days, which are gonna be usually Tuesdays, I want to say, for the most part.
Yeah.
You'll have that out there so you guys can watch. If you guys missed the last one that we did, that one's pretty good too. We're gonna have those episodes out probably within this week, at least towards the end of the week. You guys can check those out. But thank you guys. If you guys can, definitely leave a sub here, leave a follow here, leave a follow there, and leave a follow there. It's all on the bottom. Type it in, check us out. And thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for staying tuned. We love you guys, and stay safe. Thank you for the
Yes.
donation. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank
Stay
you,
safe.
yeah.
Stay on one as always.
Stay on
And
one.
be on the lookout for more content coming. We have more unboxings coming.
Stay blessed.
Right, stay blessed, but
Stay
stay
blessed.
on one. We can't do this without you. And
Mhm.
thank you for being part of our family.
Yeah.
Thank you for everything.
Thank you for everything, guys. Stay on one.
Stay on one.